Okay, good evening, everybody. My name's Kevin Christian, and tonight I'm interviewing another targeted individual. This is Charlyne from Kansas City. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, do you want to tell me about how you're targeted or how this all came about?
I I don't really know how it all started, but I know back in 2017, I realized that things were happening to me that I couldn't explain. There were a lot of men following me. There was a lot of incidents that when I was driving, they were like side by side, which is strange to me. So when I moved into this apartment, I had a attic, and they was living in the attic. And I tried to tell the manager, but they didn't believe me. Um, so it was like I looked like I was crazy. So I went back to California back in July of last year, and it was like I could see people like men's chanting in front of me. It was like they were real people, but they wasn't. I
Right.
ended up going to a mental hospital thinking something was wrong with me, but it wasn't. And so when I got out, it just was it was weird. And then I started having stomach pains, my legs started hurting, my head started hurting, my eye, like right now this eye it really bothers me. My shoulders, I can't sleep at night. I have sleep deprived. It's just weird, and I wish this on nobody.
Yeah, it is a really strange technology, and when it first starts to happen, most people really don't understand what's going on, and I'm no different. In the beginning, I kind of knew who was responsible for it and the group of people that were doing this to me, but I had no idea how they were using broadcast. I really felt like their spirits were out of their body, and they knew some kind of magic to displace energy. It
Right.
was really strange in the beginning. And you're talking about them in your attic. There's a couple things. One, they used to broadcast the hologram people into my trees in my backyard, and I would be seeing them. And I have a video on my channel where I'm trying to show my grandmother. I'm like, look, and she's like, well, I don't see what you see, and I'm looking crazy to my family, but they want you to look crazy, and they want you to call the
Right.
police and say there's somebody in my tree, and then the police show up, there's
Right.
nobody there, and they want you to get out. I had the same thing. I ended up having to get a psychological evaluation, and but even after that, I still didn't fully understand things, and they used to pretend like they were on my roof, and you could hear it. They could use artificial telepathy, the sounds, to make it sound like somebody's jogging across your roof. And I would go out on my back patio, and I'm looking up there, and I don't see anybody, but I swore they were on my roof. I swore they
Me
were.
too. Me
Yeah.
too. Like I could just hear people talking and everybody's asleep, or I can. It's just like somebody sitting in here watching me, but it don't nobody be there, and it's just weird. It's just like um, I just pray that they get. I always like record on my phone every time I go through a situation. I'll record something, and then I know they're listening because the next day or the same day they start acting strange and funny and start looking forward and playing like they're not involved in it. It's just I wish it on nobody. I promise you I wish it on nobody.
Yeah, yeah, it's a really, and that's one of the main focuses now. In the beginning, it wasn't. It was for me making my channel and putting this stuff out there on SoundCloud and YouTube. It was more about um, telling my story, and I really felt like these people were trying to kill me, and they kind of were. So. I was trying to get the information out there and basically tell everybody what was going on with my situation. But over time, it really started to help a lot of people. And then I started to understand that um, the things that I went through in the beginning, it really destroyed my life. And it happens that way with a lot of people. They become devastated, and their whole life falls apart. And they can end up losing their children and their jobs and their place to live and everything else. And one of my main goals and concerns now is to, when somebody messages me and says, this crazy stuff just started happening and I can't believe it, and I found your videos, and I'm like, okay, So here's what I need you to know, because I want them to know all of the basics of how this works and what's going on, so they're not destroyed by this, and so they're able to understand a little bit of what's going on to try to maintain their life situation as best they can without collapsing or falling apart, because these people, they're wicked and they will destroy somebody's life without a second thought.
They savage. I felt the sexual part of it, the beating part of it, the cussing, telling me to shut up part of it. I done felt it all.
So you were telling me that when we spoke before that you can close your eyes and you can see them.
Yes, I can. I could, let me show you. I could do just like this, and I could see their face. So vivid. I
Right.
can see their face.
And
Once I see their face, and they realize that I see their face, it's like this light comes, like they closing out. Like it's just like a matrix closing out.
right.
It's weird.
It is like we live in the matrix with all of this broadcast, because and I've had the same experiences where I can literally see them when I close my eyes, but that's not the typical thing that happens with me. Usually I can see them more with my eyes open. Sometimes if the holograms are around me, I can see that, and then but in reflections, in reflective surfaces, I can see them where they are, and it's given me a different insight than a lot of people have had. But you know, my grandmother has this plaque upstairs, it's a bronze plaque, and it's got the Lord's Prayer written in it, and it's kind of curved, but the way that the reflection is on it, it's, you know, you can look into it sometimes, and if they have the broadcast turned on, I can literally see all of them where they are, like a window, like a portal through time and space. And it's so strange that can happen with broadcast without a physical camera.
I know. I seen them in a house, a dark house with the covered windows. Like they have dark things against the windows, like can't see in.
Right.
And so whoever comes in this house, they have to wear this little thing that goes on their head. I seen all that. I seen it. I guess somebody slipped up and did something, because when my eyes was closed and I woke up, I guess my eyes was closed. When I woke up, I was like stunned because I seen the house. I don't know. It's here in Kansas City. I just don't know where the house is, but it's
Right.
here in Kansas City.
Right. Well, in my situation, I knew the people, some of the people in the beginning. I know the girl that put me on it, and I know some of the people that were involved. But a lot of them I didn't know. But what I came to find out over the last 4 years, that I came to know some of them really well, and I started to find out exactly where they all are. And when I could see them in reflections, I know where I'm seeing, and I know where these people are, but it's not really helping me any to know that. Because if you tell the police that anything about it, they're not going to do anything about it.
No, I don't know who it is, so I can't say who it is, where they at, but I just know I'm target. That's it. That's all I know.
Right. Right. Well, you know, this is happening to so many people, and most people really don't even realize that this is going on. So they could be feeling some type of way and all this strange stuff happening, and they really just think that they're having some kind of problems or breakdown.
Right. I talked to a young lady named Lisa T.I., and I told her that I used to hear people say the government is messing with my head, the government is shooting me, the government, but I thought they were like really crazy. And now that I have experienced it, I said, okay, I believe them now. But it's already too late. They might be dead and gone. But I didn't believe it at first until you experience. You don't believe nothing until you experience it. So when you experience it, then you can say, oh, now I understand. Now, those that's out there, this is what I'm going to say to them that's out there. I wish you would just come forward to those that's really there to help. Those there, we're going to come together as one, and we're going to shut these people down. I want to say this worldwide, we are going to shut you down.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. These people, they don't care about anybody else. They don't even care about each other. They do this. They do this without any hesitation to destroy somebody. It's fun to them, and it's all going to come back around, and they're going to have consequences for what they've been doing. I know they will.
I know. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of people, families, been getting hurt out here, like car accidents, murders, and these are all my TI. I mean TIs. These are all my GSs. The GSs. I give them a nickname now. They're GSs.
Yeah.
And their family members are dying off. I promise you, they're slowly dying. Heart attacks, going to jail, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I thank God that I met you, Kevin, because I was frustrated. I was so frustrated.
Right.
Being 4 years old, I was frustrated. Never experienced this in my life. I was frustrated. So when you came across the screen on YouTube, I started following you immediately. Immediately.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad to be able to help everybody, and I feel like this may be some sort of calling that I've been put in this unique position to get an inside perspective and know who's doing this and how they're doing it, and because a lot of people think that it's the government, and ultimately the government knows about it. They know about it, but they're not. The government's not running around gang stalking people. If they're using it secretly, and they're not gang stalking people. They've leaked this technology to normal people out here, and these people are drug addicts and pedophiles and all kinds of weird things like that, and they're the ones that are gang stalkers. The people that just have access to the technology and are not gang stalkers, not everybody turns into a gang stalker, but they're just watching it happen. But I'm glad to be able to expose this and to really give people a direction. And I'm really glad to see a lot of other people are starting to do videos and use their EMF detectors and edit the photography, because the broadcast is in the pictures that we take, because the broadcast is coming to us. We're the receivers of the broadcast. So if you take pictures, then the broadcast is in the pictures. So
it is. It is. And while we're talking on the phone, they're on here listening. So, because my phone is cloned. And when I tell the phone company that it's cloned, they can't see it. Is somehow they're connected to my line, and I can't tell. They let me know that I'm in Chicago, and I'm nowhere near Chicago.
All right. All right. Well, you know what I forget exactly what it's called. It's Torino or something like that. It's some kind of, I forget what it's called, but what it is. It's a tunnel service, and that's where they can pay a fee every month, and they have what they call a tunnel service, and whatever they're using, they can go through that, and it gives them an IP address to where they can make it seem like they're anywhere they want in the world and not use their real IP address. So that's one of the ways that they conceal where they really are and what devices they're really using. They use tunnel services, and cloning phones is definitely something they do. They like to have a replica of our phone hosted on our phone, and then they'll use that.
I believe that. I told you, you was a lot of help to me. You gave me a lot. I started watching you back in August of last year, and you gave me a lot.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you can, whatever kind of phone you have, just look up the model number on Google and how to root my whatever your phone is, and see if it's easy to root it. And what rooting is right now, to use your phone, you're just a user of your phone, and root user is the administrator of the phone. So then you can get all into the depths of the file systems, and if somebody's on your phone, then you can find whatever they got going on your phone if you become the root user. So that's what rooting your phone is. And so look up on Google. Every phone is different, and it's called jailbreak on iPhones. But if you can figure out how to do that, then you'll be able to possibly keep them off of your phone, or at least maybe find what they have going on your phone.
Okay, because there's 5 connection. There's 5 connection on this phone, but it's like 5 connection, but they're boofing and they're I don't know how you say it, but one line, one administrator, but it's like 7 different person on that one administrator. But
Right.
it comes to my phone. It's connected to my phone.
Right. Well, I've got a home Wi-Fi, and I quit using it about I don't know, a while, maybe a year ago. Um,
Uh, what happened?
oh, your video. There you go. So I quit using my Wi-Fi about a year ago, and the reason was because they're into it so much, and if I get on my Wi-Fi with a device, then they can quickly just get access to that device. So I quit going on it completely. And when I look if you type in on Wi-Fi, if you type in 192.168.1.254 in the top bar of the browser, it'll take you to your control panel of the Wi-Fi, and then if you go to the log, you can see, and I could see how many different IP addresses was, so that's how many people were broadcasting, around my house, how many gang stalkers had broadcasts here, and they were doing live streams, so I could always tell about how many gang stalkers I was dealing with by looking at that Wi-Fi log.
Wow. And this is a funny thing, Chris. I don't know why I want to call you Chris, but Kevin.
That's like part of my last name, so everybody does that.
People actually don't believe it. They really think you're crazy. Really, really, they think we're crazy.
That's one of the biggest things is that we strive to want people to believe us because we know. Now, if we were really crazy, and we would probably come to accept that, but we all know that we're not crazy. So it's this desire to have people that don't understand to believe us because we know that we're not crazy.
Okay, but let me tell you this part. I have like 7 lies on me. I'm a pedophile. I'm a thief. I'm a woman. I steal people's husbands. I rob, steal. I'm a liar. And I'm a troublemaker. That's what I got.
Are you a troublemaker?
Right, no. Yeah, with the BS's, I'm a troublemaker for them.
I say let's stir it up. Let's stir up some trouble there.
Yeah, we are. That's right. I could wait for you to call me so I can put them on blast. Because I know I'm ready. I'm ready to march this. I'm ready. Whenever you ready, I'm ready.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm always ready for them. I've been stirring up stuff, and I'm like the biggest thorn in their ass. So they don't like me at all, and they're not gonna like you talking to me, and they don't like anybody talking to me. So, but I have to deal with them every day still. But
me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, we're running out of time. So is there anything you'd like to share with us before we go?
I love to share to let everyone know, those who are TIs, it's okay. Come forward. We're ready. It's our time.
I agree with you. The strength in numbers. Strength in numbers. So, I lost your video. Oh, there you go. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and hopefully you'll come back soon.
All right, Mr. Kevin Christian. You have a nice evening.
All right, you too, everybody. Charlyne from Kansas City.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.